Hello everybody, I'm Janice Boyd, and you are tuning into a unique episode of Women with Beauty and Brains. We are here at the 2024 International Women of Power Awards. So come with me and let's check it out. Hello, you look absolutely stunning. Thank you. You're an honoree tonight. What does that mean to you, and how does it feel to be giving your flowers?
Honestly, I never take it for granted because this is a room full of queens and amazing women, and to be able to celebrate the culture and to celebrate success and to celebrate us and for all that we do, not just like here or what society sees us as, but for like the roles we hold personally. So it's a thrill.
Yes. Yeah. You do so much. You're like dominant in the sports world. WNBA All-Star. You're also a host on ESPN. What brings you the most joy though overall, whether it's in sports or your day-to-day life?
Honestly, I think stopping and smelling the roses is something that I took for granted. You know, we were on a grind on these train tracks for such a long time, going to college and then playing in the WNBA, and you're just constantly trying to prove yourself. To realize that, I always tell people your existence is already the resistance. By showing up in spaces, that are not necessarily built for you, to enter those spaces and stay unapologetically yourself, to me, gives me joy. And so, and you know, you'll be tested. Like I was tested coming into broadcasting. People questioned why a woman was talking on the, NBA and those types of things. But to push through and see that you can change hearts and minds just by being yourself is awesome.
And you're doing an amazing job with beauty, grace, and just, I've actually seen you play a lot of times because my best friend, Alex Bentley, she used to play in the league. So I've been to a lot, and your sister as well. So I've been to a lot of games. I feel like I've seen everybody grow up in the league. What are you thinking about the league now? It's changed so much from when we were younger. What are you thinking about it now? Do you feel a type of way? Are you excited for them?
I feel so privileged and excited to be a part of the moment that we've been dreaming of for such a long time. We never thought it was going to be possible, honestly, to experience the rapid change that we are right now and to be a part of the moment, even though it's not in a jersey, to be a storyteller has been like so much fun. And it's funny, like as we were going through this past year, we looked and we're like, people actually see us, and oftentimes you cannot be what you cannot see, and finally women's basketball is being seen and it's sustainable, and I just love it. Like I wake up every day and I go to work, and work is amazing, so yeah, it's just been fun, and I'm just so excited for what is to come.
How have you been able to transition? Like I feel like I know some people that have played in the league, and it's been hard for them to transition. How have you been able to make that transition? And what do you do when times get challenging and difficult? What do you do mentally and spiritually?
It doesn't happen overnight. It does not happen overnight, meaning when I was injured, that was adversity. But my dad has a saying, every disappointment is a blessing if you have the right perspective, if you allow it to be. And so if I were not injured, I would have not found broadcasting. And that, sports changed my life, and now broadcasting has changed my life. And so I think when I get down, I realize that like pushing through that adversity, you never know what's on the other side, and what's been on the other side has been growth, not just for me personally, but also like growth for the world that I'm in, the world of sports. And so yeah, like I think when things get hard, I just look at my reasons why, and they're my little sisters, pushing so that they don't have to struggle the way I've struggled. They can be themselves, and we're seeing that in Gen Z. They are way more confident than we were as kids.
Right, exactly.
So just to know that like we are changing the culture, and we're making things better and easier and allowing them to step into their own truth, and that's what keeps me going.
So you have a new movie coming out called 688.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little more about it for people that don't know and what it entails?
Yeah, so 688. It's a movie directed by Tyler Perry, starring myself, some amazing women, Kerry Washington, Susan Sarandon, Oprah Winfrey. It is the story that you were not taught about in your history class. Black women, women of color in the war, World War II, and the contribution that we got to do. And it is just such an important story, whether you're a black woman or not, or a patriot or not, or American or not. It is a story for everyone. Yeah.
Love that. Cannot wait to see it.
Yes.
Cannot wait to see it. Okay, so the last few years, I don't know about you, but I feel like a lot of people feel like this.
Yeah.
It's been a little difficult mentally, spiritually, economically. What do you do in challenging times for your mental and your spiritual health? And what do you do when times get hard and you want to give up in your career? What keeps you going?
Oh my God, I really love this question.
Thank you. It means a lot because I want to know because it's been challenging.
Oh my
This
God.
year has been very difficult.
It has been difficult. There are a lot of things that we don't need to go through. We don't need to go into. We're all experiencing these things together. But I don't know if it's cliche or if it's any help. But honestly, my only answer is God. My only answer is my Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Like talking to Him, telling Him what I'm going through. When I look back on the times in my life where I felt like, oh, I'm in such a bind, I always got out of it. So I trick my mind into saying like, girl, what if you knew that in 5 months things are going to be perfect? What if you knew? So this 5-month period right now is just like a limbo of like tries and testing. And so that's what I'd say to myself, that if I know at the end of the day the end goal is God got me, everything is going to be fine, then why am I stressing? Today is a weird day. I'm going with it. I don't put all this energy into like, I'm angry today or I'm sad today, so I'm going to try my hardest to not be. I just let it happen. I'm sad today. Today's a weird day. I'm going through something. I let it happen because I know what the end goal is God waiting for me with my promise.
Love that. So you had some powerful roles such as Star Trek, American Gods, and now you're actually doing a new project with Lionsgate. How has it been I really want to know this because I've been in this industry for a while.
Yeah.
And you're breaking a lot of barriers. How has it been breaking into the entertainment industry?
Right.
And what do you do? Well, I guess you really kind of said this, but as far as the industry and continuing to go and not give up, what do you do when those times get hard when it comes to your career?
Again, no one is an island. There's been an incredible support system. People like Koshi, from very early on. And I lean into what I'm able to do in that moment. And so if in that moment I say, there's this show about this queen from 17th century Africa, imagine Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, Elizabeth, all of them, that's great. She was all of them and more. And I just wouldn't stop talking about it. And I would not stop knocking on doors.
I love that. That's motivating me as well.
It took years. It took a long time, but then all of a sudden from there, people saw the vision. And it just snowballed. But yeah, I think the main part is that persistence when you can. Feeding yourself in time of that, knowing it's a marathon.
Respect for Tyler.
It's not a short race, it's not a sprint. And
Pleasure and an honor to be part of.
And feeding back into the community, and also being able to accept when they reach out and they give and they want you to be nourished.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Women with Beauty and Brains. Until next time, I'm Janice Boyd. Peace and love.